homepage.com.
Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Hey, what's going on in Central New York? We had our first little blast of winter. This time last night, we were talking about lake effect snow. The good news is that's done, but it left its mark. We'll recap how much snow fell. We still have an opportunity through the overnight for a few passing snow flurries of very little consequence, though. Temperature right now at the top of the hour is 28, so it's cold, but the wind direction is the key to the forecast here with a south wind now. So that south wind will continue through the overnight, which will bring in some warmer air as we go into the day tomorrow. Have a look at some of these snowfall reports. So obviously the big winners, the Tug Hill High Market ended up with 42 inches. Osceola has 34 inches on the ground. Locally, Boonville over a foot in Taberg and just north. Forestport had 9 inches, and the list goes on here. Remsen with 8 inches. Marcy did well at 5. Hartwick down in Otsego County has 5 inches. 4 inches in Whitesboro, and Oneida checking in with 3 inches. So for the time being, there's not much going on here locally, but off to the west, we do have this little area of snow flurries that we're watching. That's all this is, just a few light snow flurries. It's actually a warm front that is in the process of lifting through, so that warm front is going to bring in some warmer air. But we're going to see temperatures drop pretty quick this evening, and they already are doing so. We're in the 20s at last check. Utica, Rome, and Marcy, mid-20s in Herkimer County. Richfield Springs is at 23. It's 25 right now in Milford, and up north, temperatures here are in the low 20s. And if you have a fresh snowpack on the ground, that only helps temperatures drop that much more. So again, we're watching, again, a few of these little snow flurries bubble up here, and those will be moving on through during the evening here. If anything, temperatures will actually rise tonight, and then look off to the west, clear sky. That is what you will see for the day on Thursday. So we might start out with some clouds. It will turn breezy, but it's not as cold tomorrow. Partly to mostly sunny by afternoon. Temperatures into the low and mid 40s. Then we get into Friday, and I think by midday, it's a chilly light rain that will be developing as this little cold front starts to kind of sag south. And there could be some wet snow mixing in over higher elevations, the Tug Hill, the Adirondacks, Friday afternoon. Forecast tonight, a few snow flurries, little, if any, accumulation. Temperatures are going to drop pretty quick this evening to near 20, and then once we get towards midnight and after, we'll actually start to rise through the day tomorrow. A bit breezy, not as cold, a nice day, and becoming partly to mostly sunny for the afternoon, a high temperature of 44. Then it's umbrellas. Friday, especially in the afternoon, as light rain develops, it'll become steadier. Again, some wet snow over higher elevations, 43. Showery weather Saturday. It's not all day, 44. Another push of milder air Sunday, up near 50, but some showers develop in the afternoon. Into Monday, still pretty mild, 46, and then turning colder late Monday. I think mainly dry Tuesday, nothing more than a spotty rain or snow shower, and then colder by Wednesday, a few scattered snow showers or flurries. Temperatures in the low and mid 30s by then.
All right, Craig, hopefully the warmer weather, it's kind of funny to say warmer, but in the comparison to other days, hopefully that doesn't make the rain freeze.
It's all relative,
Yeah,
right? We'll watch it at night. You know, it's always this time of night, this time of year at night, it could be a little tricky. But for the most part, we're talking about just rain, which, like I said, will just kind of wash all the snow that we've had away.
All right, Craig, thank you. When we come back, conferences.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
What's going on, Central New York? The crescendo of the week here as we start to go down the other side. The other thing that's, well, not going to be going down is temperature. It's actually going to be going up, even tonight. Winds turn a little bit more south and westerly. So as we look downtown now, we've got kind of clouds that are in and out. The temperature right now of 27 degrees. Winds are out of the east at 5 miles an hour. Those winds will eventually shift to the south and west. So the numbers tonight, if anything, will actually be going up. So by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, I think they're pretty similar to where they are now. So it's 28 at last check in Marcy and Rome, pretty popular number really across much of Oneida County here, with numbers in the upper 20s. Down to the south, it's mid-20s in Hartwick, and Milford is at 26, Cooperstown as well. And then up north, temperatures here are hanging right around 20 degrees at Blue Mountain Lake and Old Forge. Nothing more than just a few very light flurries over parts of Herkimer County and this little area of snow over Montgomery County around Canajoharie. That is really the extent of it, and obviously this is not going to add up much. So as we go through the rest of the overnight, we'll kind of have variable clouds, meaning they'll be in and out, maybe a few flurries, and that's really about it. What's actually going on is there's a warm front that is in the process of moving on through, so that is actually representing some warmer air that's coming in that will be here through the day tomorrow. So the warm front going through tonight with just a few flurries, and I think there's going to be a pretty good deal of sunshine through the day tomorrow. Might start out with a few extra clouds, but by the afternoon, I think we get into more sunshine. Be breezy, not as cold tomorrow either. I think high temperatures will get into the low and mid-40s. Then we look ahead to Friday, and unfortunately, unsettled weather. So this front is going to be making its way east and kind of southeast. So I'd say by midday Friday, you're going to get this chilly, light rain developing. And it might be just cold enough, some of the higher elevations, for a little wet snow, but not going to add up to much. So tomorrow, I think a pretty good looking day. Temperatures will be in the mid-40s in Verona and Utica, Rome at 44 with a mix of clouds and sun. Down to the south into Otsego County here, I think low 40s to mid-40s at Oneonta, 42 in Edmiston, Richfield Springs at 41, Cherry Valley 42, 44 in Morris, Sherburne at 44. And then up north, some deeper snowpack, especially northern Oneida County into northern Herkimer County. This time of the year keeps those temperatures a little cooler. So that's why we're in the upper 30s across the Adirondacks to near 40 in Norway, 45 at Herkimer. So back here tonight, just a few flurries as low temperatures will be in the 20s. Through the day tomorrow, I expect a good deal of sunshine to be developing. It'll be not as cold, breezy, and a high temperature around 44. On Friday, as a chilly light rain develops by lunchtime, steadier into the afternoon, some wet snow in the hillier terrain. So it's a cold December rain, not a cold November rain, because Friday starts December. But by the weekend, I mean, look at these temperatures, Jamie, in the 40s. So we're talking mainly rain showers, upper 40s to near 50 on Sunday, before turning a little colder next week.
Well, hopefully the rain won't freeze if it's going to be so warm, right? Maybe
yeah,
overnight.
I mean, we'll have to watch at night. Yeah. That's probably the best chance. But for the most part, no big snowstorms just yet.
All right, Craig, thank you. When we come back, Sports Director Brendan Miller has a look at tonight's Comets game that's coming up.
Your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
A good Wednesday evening to you. It should be a nice day as we go into Thursday. We have just a few leftover snow flurries out there tonight. Nothing that's going to add up, nothing lake effecty, anything like that. Just some leftover snow flurries that are very light as we look downtown. But as we go through the rest of the overnight, I think skies will just be variable. In other words, we'll have some clouds at times, other times they might clear out a little bit. Temperature right now, 28 degrees with a light easterly wind. Now, as we get into the overnight hours, I think that wind shifts into the south and west, which will bring in some warmer weather, well, relatively speaking, right? Take a look at the numbers tonight in the 20s across Utica, Rome, 29 here downtown as you make your way towards Ilion in Herkimer County, and also down here to the south into Otsego County. Numbers are in the mid-20s in Hartwick and up towards Springfield. 29 right now in Canajoharie. And up north, temperatures here are falling back into the low 20s as well. Just a few leftover sneaky flurries out there. You can see on radar here. These are very light, and these will continue to kind of move through while you sleep. Not going to add up to anything. One little batch out near Turning Stone right now in Oneida, Vernon. Those areas have some very light snow showers that continue here this evening, but those are going to pass through pretty harmlessly. It's actually in response to a warm front. So that implies that, yeah, we're going to get into some at least milder weather tomorrow as this warm front kind of lifts on through. That's going to open up the floodgates to more of a southwesterly wind as we head through the day tomorrow. That southwesterly wind is also not favorable for lake effects, so I think we will get some sunshine. A fair amount of sunshine, too, as we get into the afternoon. So that little disturbance goes by tonight. Variable clouds, maybe some flurries. Through the day tomorrow, we start out maybe with some cloud cover here in the morning, but then watch as we go through the day, we start to get rid of the clouds, and then we get into Friday. We're going to have to watch this front coming in, and I think what happens is we get into some wet weather. Probably right around lunchtime, we'll get some very light rain moving in. You know, it's going to be marginally cold enough. There could be some wet snow mixing in over higher elevations, but it's not going to be like a huge deal coming up on Friday. Pretty nice day tomorrow, though. 40 in Boonville, 44 Vienna, Rome, 45 in Utica with a mix of clouds and sun. Areas to the south, I think low 40 should do it in Edmiston, Brookfield at 40, 44 in Morris, Milford, 46 in Oneonta. In the low 40s, Richfield Springs to Cherry Valley, and up north, 37, Old Forge to Indian Lake, Lake Pleasant in the upper 30s, to near 40 in Norway, and then down to the south into Herkimer County should be in the mid-40s. But remember, up here, they have 2 to 3 feet of snow on the ground, so that's going to have something to say about temperatures being a little bit cooler up north. Just a few snow flurries tonight. If anything, temperatures will start to rise from where they are now. And then we go into the day tomorrow, a bit breezy, not as cold, overall pretty nice day, partly to mostly sunny by the afternoon, a high of 44. 7-day forecast. Wet weather arrives Friday afternoon, becoming steadier through the afternoon. Some wet snow in the hills. But with temperatures well into the 40s, even into the weekend, talking mainly rain showers. And I don't think it's a washout all weekend, but, you know, if you want to put like the Christmas decorations up or whatnot, you're going to have to dodge some drops. Gets briefly milder Sunday, and then we start to turn the temperatures a little lower again going into next week. A little colder, spotty rain or wet snow shower Tuesday, and some scattered flakes around on Wednesday.
All right, Craig, thank you. Coming up after this break, care for new moms and dads becoming